Okay, guys, we are back. So it's been a while since I made videos, actually, because of my university exams and all. But many of you requested me to solve this problem in Leetcode. Problem number one. This is a easy problem from Leetcode, but I would suggest you guys don't fall in the solution of this easy, medium tags. So some problems, even easier problems, may look more tough than the medium problems in Leetcode. So just focus on the question and the test cases. So we'll be solving this using two techniques. First, with the brute force approach, giving the O(n) square complexity, and then we'll be solving it using the optimal approach. So I'll be telling you how we'll be doing it. Before that, let's jump into the problem and let's see and let's understand what it really telling us. Okay, so let's give it a read. Given an array of integers, nums, and integer target, return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. Okay, so let's first elucidate what's happening. There is an array given, like let's say this is the input, and the output will be a target variable is given. Suppose let's say 6, okay, and the output will be 0, 1. Okay, now what is happening, guys? Let's see. So the problem states that you have to basically find the indexes of the array elements that adds up to the target. Like in this example, 2 plus 4 gives 6, right? And if you check our indexes, 5 plus 4 gives 9, and 5 plus 2 gives 7. So the answer will be 0th position and the first position, right? So pretty simple. If you think about the brute force approach, then this is gonna be the two for loops nested, one scanning from 0, one scanning from 0 to the end, and the other scanning from 1, not n minus 1, the other scanning from 1 to n, right? So I hope that you guys understood the concept. You need to just return the indexes of the array elements that adds up to the target. It's pretty simple problem. Uh, so let's go and code this in Leetcode using the optimal approach. So first of all, let me just clear this. Okay. At least this interface is better than the Paint, in the Microsoft Windows. That really annoys me a lot. Okay. So the first method, we're gonna do it with the 0 n square. That is the brute force using nested for loops. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Now let's jump in then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's start the code. First of all, uh, to return the indexes, as we see over here in the output, we have to use an array, right, to store the indexes. So let us create an array first, like say dummy, and I create this with new int with the size of 2, right? Okay. Now let's start the scanning. I can go this one. Okay, I can basically do then I can go and start the jet portion with this one. And I can end it to nums.len. Now, if you check the a of nums of I plus nums of j equal to target, then we put this dummy variable into 0 equal to I and dummy 1 equal to j, right? Okay, so step will return data. Let's see. Uh, okay, okay. So here we see the test cases have passed. Let's go and submit this and let's see if we have any issues out there. Okay, you can see guys, this is 95 ms speed, the runtime, milliseconds, and there goes the 21.02 faster than any other Java online submission. So we are seeing that the complexity is kind of increasing, and the interview can ask you to like optimize the exact problem and give the optimal solution for that. So let us concentrate on how we can optimize this using any technique. Okay, so let us go to the description. Okay guys, one thing to note, you have to always take this in consideration, that there will only be an exact solution, one solution. There can't be multiple solution in the array, so you have to take the input in that way. Like an example, if you want an example, it will be like just a second guys. Yeah, so exactly one solution, right? So it will be like if the array is like this, suppose, and the target is this one. This is a wrong input guys, because if you see 2 plus 4 gives 6 and 1 plus 5 gives 6. So this can't be the input in this case, right? So you have to keep that in mind, and you have to give the input that is related to the question. So I will actually tell you guys to always look at the question, what the question says, and then you code it according to that. Okay, always concentrate and focus on the question first before coding it. Don't uh, hurry yourself, or don't rush yourself to any conclusion or to any solution. So please just first concentrate on the question, then you think about the solution. Okay, so now let us optimize it using O-N, right? Yeah. So how we can do this? What's in our mind? What are the techniques? Sliding window. Can this be possible? Array manipulation, all the algorithms. We are scanning the databases in our mind, in our memory, and we are checking one on one, right? Sliding window. Can this be possible? No, because sliding window is a technique that basically deletes one, shifts to the right, right? Deletes one and shift. It's just a window. So in this case, there is nothing such like cases or you can say conditions that we can use via sliding window. So this is a wrong technique. So let's delete this. Okay, let's delete this. Yeah. So this can't be. So other than that, what we can do? Hashing. Okay. First of all, what is hashing? Let us try with this one, right? I think this is gonna work. So what is hashing? Can anyone explain it? Pause the video and think for a second. Like what is hashing? You can go and Google it. Pause the video and Google this. Okay. So if you have already Googled it, I guess you will be understanding. Hashing is putting the elements in a hash table, right? You know what is hash table, right? Like this. It works like this. Like key value pair. If this is a key, hello. Like a hash map. You can say a hash map or an hash table, whatever it is. So we can do a hashing over here. Like put the elements in the hash map basically from the array whose condition only matches, like whose sum is equal to the target, we can basically return the indexes and we can copy the indexes to the hash map as the value, right? Not the key, but the value. Or you can basically do the opposite, nothing, no problem on that, but I prefer doing as the value because we have to return those indexes and not the actual array element. So we can do a hashing, right? So if you don't know about hashing, you can tell me to make a video on hashing, a more detailed concept, and I will always prefer you pause the video for a moment and go and check it out on the Google, do a research what is hashing, how it is used in algorithms to solve problems before jumping into this video again, okay? So before we go to that portion where we solve the exact problem using hashing, I will prefer you guys to just go and Google it and only have a basic idea what is hashing. So let's jump in, okay? Let's basically delete this whole thing and let's jump in. Yeah, okay. Let's jump in. Let's see if hashing can be possible. So is hashing, okay? Question mark. A big question mark, guys, okay? So I don't know, guys. It can be possible, it cannot be possible too. So let's just, hit and trial method. You try it out, and if it's not happening, you go out and again you try with the another algorithm. So this is all about practice, man. This is just practicing our own concepts, practicing your own algorithms, and then you can become a perfect person in DSA. You know that, right? So let's go and do this, okay? Let me just delete this. Mm. Okay, let's okay. This is just an editor, so let's delete it. Let's try to declare a hash map over here, right? Okay, guys, if you don't know about the hash map, You can comment down below, or you can let me know if you want the Java 8 collection full playlist. I'll be uploading the Java Basic Code, Java Basic playlist soon. I'm making those videos right now, so I'll be posting it in on YouTube soon. And if you need guys more about the Java Advanced and 8 concepts about the collection, our list, stack, queues, class, and all, how does it work, how HashMap works internally, you can tell me. I'll be posting that. Okay, it's not a problem. Okay then, what can be a possible way? Let's create an array, right? So let's go and start the scanning first. I do with this, I give this a nums dot length, and sorry. Now, point is, suppose the array is this one, right? 2, 4, 5, and the target is 6. We know that these two indexes or the elements add up to 6, so you need to return 0 and 1, right? Now, we convert this in a hash map. So let's say suppose 2 goes 0, this is the index, that is the element, right? 4 goes to 1, 5 goes to 2, right? Now, if you see closely, if I take the target, I suppose 6, and I subtract it to the first element, then it gives 4. Yes or no? Yes. So this 4 will be the answer, right? Because it plays an active part on this one, on giving the target, because 4 plus 2 gives 6. So if I subtract 6, the target, from the first element, it gives 4, I return 1. 1 is my answer number 1, answer A. Second, if I go, now the ith value goes to the second counter and now checks 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, right? 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. Now 2 is a value that is in the hash map present. Yes, we'll turn this one as B. Answer number B. So what is exactly happening? We are taking the target 6. We are subtracting each and every element in the hash map, or the, you can say, the key, because we are giving this as a key. Like we are subtracting 6 minus 2, and whatever answer we are getting, we are checking that answer is present in the hash map or not. If it's present, then we are returning the corresponding index of it, right? Similarly, with 6 minus 4 gives 2. So these two elements are present in the hash map. Yes? And we only need one exact solution. Yes? Isn't it simple? Tell me guys, tell me. Pause the video, think for this for a moment. Analyze it. Yes? So, using hashing, or rather we can say using the hash map, is reducing the time complexity, because we don't need the nested for loop anymore, right? We don't need it, because we are taking the target variable, subtracting it with every key, and checking the answer is present as a key in the hash map or not. If it's present, we are returning the corresponding index of it, right? So this is the power of hashing. This is the power of the hash map. So you will see engineers out there who are preparing for the interviews and all. They always try solving the exact problem or any error manipulation or any string manipulation problems with hash map first, because that's the basic approach, basic optimal approach one programmer can use. I mean, it's too powerful. I don't know about the C++, STL, what it uses, but as I'm proficient in Java, I can tell you this. HashMap really save your life. I mean, like that code, yeah. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's like a hash map a day keeps the complexity away, right? You can frame this, isn't it? So let's go, and I guess you have understood all this, yeah? So let me first remove this and give you a little about the notes so that you can note it down in your notebook or somewhere else. Then we'll hop in for the coding. So let's do a note. Yeah. So here we take the target variable, target number, and subtract it every element, and the answer, and we check if the answer is present in the hash map, will return the corresponding index, right? Note in the this thing is very important, right? So please note this down, or you can take a screenshot or whatever it is. This is our analyzation. This is our main frame target note that we make from this problem to optimize. So always, guys, try to, when you're solving such problems, like optimizing such problems, always try to make a note of it anywhere, so that when you come across that problem again, and if you ever forget that problem or technique that you used to solve it, you can go and read the note and you can recapitulate it. Okay, so always try to, for your understanding, always try to make a note. At least that's what I do. I mean, like, for every problem, I just, when I solve any problem and I want to make a note, I just go and make a note of the problem. What did I analyze, or what did I understand from the problem statement, right? So we can use this approach. Yeah, are you guys understanding? I guess you are. And hash map over here, so you can go and then let me create an array, right, where you can store the indexes. So yeah, so I can go over this one, and I basically can. Now let's start scanning and start length. Yes. Now, the most important portion. Now let me give this these difference. We gonna check. Yeah. Sorry. So integer now is equals to integer typecast to an object target minus. Okay. Why are we doing this? If that question comes in your mind that why are we doing this as an object was not an integer data type, let us try with the integer data type first. Okay, so actually I've been doing this as an object and it has been a practice to me, but sometimes you have to, when you're working with the objects relating to them, you can't use any integer data type at that moment. When you're working with objects, you have to work with the other thing with objects too. I mean, like if you're working with one thing as a data type, the other as an object, that's not going to happen. Okay, so keep that in mind. So let's try with this one and let's see if there occurs any problem or not. So target minus the nums of r that we are getting, right? Yeah. So if we check if this difference, if hash map contains this difference as a key, this is the statement, guys, of this conditional statement. If you convert this in a sentence, then this will be if hash map contains the difference as a key, the difference as a key, then we start adding this into the array with nums of, not nums, sorry, agent of get num. We add the index, we add the value rather, and the other thing we add the I, right? The actual index, right? So, what is it, guys? Isn't that cool? So we go there and we return the ARR, right? Now, let me see if this is gonna work. Cannot find symbol, okay. Okay, sorry. Run this code again. Okay, there's a problem. There's a problem, guys. What problems are we facing it? Let's see. Hmm, I don't think this is gonna work like this. This will be, yeah, same as usual. So no problem on that. So let's see what is the problem. Okay. Okay. Um, we're going for A0 as it's object now. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. I forgot to add an hash map to this one. I'm so sorry. Silly mistakes. Okay, so there comes no problem if you do it with the integer data type, so it's good. Obviously, I will prefer you to check on that, but yes, if you are working with an integer object which is relating to another thing which you're using as a data type rather than object, then there will be a problem, compile time errors. Okay, so keep that in mind and let's submit this. Okay, guys, you see this 10 milliseconds, and this percentage rate has also increased. So yeah, we've successfully have optimized the code of the two sum. There's a first ever problem in Leetcode. Okay, guys. So I guess you have understood the concept and the code too. If you have any doubts or if you need any guidance on anywhere, if you have problem understanding, you can comment down below, and I'll try to solve those problems too. So till then, I hope you can manage with these hashing and all optimizing. I'll be posting other videos of the problems in Leetcode too. So till then, goodbye. Keep on optimizing codes, and we're gonna meet in the next video. Bye bye.